management, or sponsors.
Welcome to Serendipity Style, where every week I'll show you some of the finest luxury handbags, fashions, shoes, and accessories from my designer consignment boutique, Serendipity, located in Glades Plaza at 2200 Glades Road in Boca Raton. So let's get on with the show. Hi, Lisa from Serendipity, and I have special guests tonight. Remember we spoke about with Kira Weaver about nominating a special mom or a special person that we were going to have on the show, as well as have her take a limo and do all these special and exciting things with makeup and just have her have a wonderful, wonderful day just for her. And she is the winner of our Glam Mom. Am I right in saying that? And I'd like to introduce my guest with her two children. It's lovely. It's Atasha. Atasha. I'm very sorry. This is Atasha and her two lovely children, her two daughters. Tell us a little bit about your story.
So I was nominated for the Glam Single Mom Contest. And I was nominated by Miss Audrey Warren. And I had no idea about it.
Right.
She nominated me, and I won.
Now, who is Audrey Warren?
She's a woman that I volunteered for in her classroom
Right.
A few years ago, and very nice lady. So I volunteered for her while I was in school, and she knows Kira,
Right.
and she nominated me. So
How lovely. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you had no idea.
no idea.
How did you find out?
She actually told me after she nominated me that she was nominating me.
Right.
And then I spoke with Kira, and then I had to, tell her a little bit about myself.
Right.
And then that was that. And then I won.
Yeah. And that was pretty good. We
Yeah,
had
it
a
was
fun
cool.
time.
Yes, we
had a
did.
really fun time.
Mhm.
What did you win? And-
So,
Tell us what you won.
I did get my hair done, which was really nice.
Yeah.
Got my hair done, and then I came to your boutique,
Yeah.
which was really nice. And I got to try on a lot of clothes.
Which is even better.
Yes.
And shoes.
And shoes.
Yeah, and a handbag. Yeah.
Right. And then I actually got my makeup done by Miss Rory Lee.
Yeah, and she's
really
wonderful. By the way, she's great. She does makeup for a lot of television, Lifetime, and yeah.
So I got my makeup done. I
And
got
by
to
the
try
way,
on
she did a
clothes.
beautiful job.
She did.
Amazing. Your
I
eyes are
loved it.
gorgeous. Yeah.
It was very natural.
Yep. Yeah.
So after I found the best dress there,
Right. Right.
I took a few pictures, and we went out to eat. And I think when we went out to eat, that was probably the best part.
Yes. Yeah.
Just talking,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of wisdom at the table,
Yeah.
and just gaining some knowledge. It was really,
Yeah.
really nice.
That was wonderful. It was wonderful. And tell us about yourself, and why do you think that you were nominated?
Like I told Kira, it's not every day that someone asks you to talk about yourself, at least not for me. So my story was pretty much just about how I went to school, and I was able to get 2 bachelor's and a master's degree with children. But I could not have done it without a support system.
Yeah.
That was the biggest part of my story, is being able to have someone there to help me get through. So I had a very good support system.
Yeah.
And my mom, I had my aunt, friends,
Yeah.
cousins, everybody
Yeah.
that played a part in me getting to school and being able to do homework and
With
you
2
know,
children,
with-
it's hard. It's hard. Oh, look, she showed little baby picture. Is that a baby picture of you?
Right.
Is that a baby picture of you? Okay.
It's a family member.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, it is. You know what? It's wonderful when you have the support, because without that support,
Right.
it's hard. And you have, how old are your children?
Well, Essence here is 10,
Yeah.
and Mariah is 3.
Yeah.
So even with the big age gap, still needed a lot of
Right. Of
support
course.
and
Of
help.
course. Yeah. How did you feel when your mom was going to school?
Well, I didn't really know that she was going to school because I was really small.
Right.
So I had no idea.
Yeah. When was this that you thought that you had gotten you received your bachelor's and your master's?
So it's like every couple of years. So I got my first bachelor's in 2011.
Right.
For public administration. And then in 2013, I received my bachelor's in social work.
Right.
And then my master's in social work in 2015.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you go every day, or was it?
No,
how long
it
did
was
take you to,
just some days out of the week that I went. So again, my mom or my aunt would pick them up from school.
right.
And I would be able to do homework or attend class. So it worked out good for me.
Sure, which is wonderful. And your daughter, Essence is very mature. I could see she's very.
Yeah, she is.
She really is, which is.
Thank
How
you.
How do you do in school?
I do.
I think you do. I think you do. I think you do.
Yeah.
I can
AB
tell.
honor roll every quarter.
I knew
Yes,
it.
since
I knew it.
kindergarten. I've been like kindergarten to 4th grade.
Very
AB
smart.
AB honor roll every.
And what do you want to do? Do you have any idea what you want to
Tell
do?
what you do now.
Well,
Yeah, I want to know what you do.
now,
Yes.
I have a dance Well, I go to a dance company
Right.
called Dance to Life Studios,
Yeah.
and I have been there for at least 3 years now.
Yeah.
And I've really enjoyed it.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's very busy with competition and things like that. So
When you said you have a dance company, that wasn't a slip of the. That was maybe that's one.
she attends.
Yes.
Right, but no,
Yes.
I'm saying that could possibly be true. You can probably, I can see you going far in this world. What do you want to do? Do you have any idea when you finish?
Well, I want to do 2 things.
Yeah.
I want to be a teacher, and I would like to be a dance teacher.
That's what I mean. You can teach dance and have your own studio. That would be nice. And what does this little one want to do?
What would you like to
show?
do?
What do you want to do when you grow up?
She was actually doing gymnastics.
Yeah.
For a little while. She liked it until she had to switch teachers, and then
Oh, that's a
that was it.
Yeah, that was a change. Sometimes you don't like changes.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So are you practicing now?
Yeah. So right now I'm a youth therapist.
Right. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
That's
so
very
I've
good.
been there for 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah.
And so my plan is now to start my own nonprofit
Right.
organization.
Yeah.
To work with youth and adolescents as well as older women.
Yeah.
So
Because I always say the youth, what? Well, you didn't show me now. That's good. But I always feel that's something with our youth today and things that are happening and the issues and the problems, and they don't have anyone to really talk to because many times they're not talking to the parents.
right.
So they need
So
someone.
that's one of the main issues that I wanted to attack. It's all about relationships, and it starts at home.
True. True. I know some teachers that have had a lot of issues with their students, even in 2nd grade. I was
Right.
talking to someone that I know who's a teacher for 15 years, and she has been appalled because the student, 2nd graders, who she will say, please don't do that, don't touch that, and they look at her, they make a face, and they keep just, no, it's not, no respect.
Yeah, I have like 3 friends that are teachers, so I know
Yeah.
it's hard. It's really hard.
My daughter's a teacher, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, my daughter's a teacher of 5th grade, which is that's not
Tough.
the easy, that's very tough.
That's tough.
Yeah. And I think this has been one of the hardest years for her, because of the same situation.
Yeah, I mean, they come, they're ready to
disrespectful.
teach, and it's very hard for them to teach when the kids are just not engaged, and and then you have to think about what could possibly be going on at home. So,
Exactly. And a lot of times the parents don't want to hear it. They're in denial.
too busy.
They're too busy, and they don't believe it, because that's what's happening. And then the children that want to learn, who are good students,
Yeah.
who are like, just loving and lapping up all the knowledge, can't be taught properly because the others are distracting.
Right.
you keep going. Keep doing your thing because, I'm sure you want to make a difference, and you probably will.
Yeah. And Kiara definitely motivated me to just go out there and just start.
Yeah.
With the story, that she was telling us at the table, and it definitely made me think about how long I've been procrastinating
Right.
on the idea
Yep.
of wanting to do it. And when she was just like, just start, just do it, it'll
Yeah.
all work out. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I
Yeah.
have to start.
I remember one time it was something I was going through, and I remember running into a therapist that I knew, and I said, I feel like I just want to jump off the cliff. She said, do it. It's called the leap of faith.
Yeah.
The leap of faith and the feel the fear and do it anyway.
Right.
And that's what you have to do, because if you don't push and do it,
It'll never get done.
no, it will never get done, and you won't even realize that
Right.
your potential, and then you want to be able to help.
And I
and
never
do-
want to look back and say I should have.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
Yeah.
Worst thing, because I believe in not looking back. So I'm a believer of not looking back. So you probably would have been looking back. Yeah, because that's great. And look at your little one with her pictures.
Yes.
Yeah, she loves
Keep
me.
showing.
I was a baby.
Yeah,
And that was at my last graduation, actually.
Oh, let me see. Oh, wow.
That's
That's
what I remember.
Gorgeous. This is what you remember? And I don't just. Oh, you were a little baby. Look, I don't know if anyone can see this, but it's a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Your family were probably so proud.
Yes.
Where did you go to school?
Florida Atlantic University.
Yeah, that's
FAU.
Yep, that's where my daughter got her master's.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. I see you.
Look at Essence.
Let me see Essence. Essence is, I love your name, Essence.
Thank you.
Beautiful name. Beautiful name. I see. How old were the kids when you went to school?
I started actually before she was born. I started at
Really?
community college,
Right.
and probably a semester in or so
Right.
is when I got pregnant with her, so I had to take a break,
Right. Yeah.
a long break.
Yes.
And then once I
you
got
had,
her,
look at you had obstacles in the way,
Yeah.
but you still plowed through.
Mhm.
Yep.
So once she got into daycare with one of my cousins,
Right.
who was so gracious
Yeah.
to watch her for me, I went back and I got my associates.
Right.
And then after that, I went on to FAU.
Yeah.
So I think it was around the time, that I got my bachelor's in social work
Right.
when she came along.
Yeah. And that's it's a struggle. I'm sure it's a struggle being a single mom, cooking, cleaning, caring for your children, and going to school. And did you go? Was it? As I mentioned, it was daily, or did you do it? I know. Did you do anything online? I know sometimes they teach.
I had some online classes.
Yeah.
But most of them were on campus.
Yeah. Because I don't always get the online, because online, how can you really feel what it feels like, or hear your professor?
It's just a lot of reading.
I know,
You
but
definitely
I
have to
just
read.
don't understand.
Some people actually are better at online.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
better.
there's no distractions.
And I'm better with face-to-face interaction.
Right.
So it was
Yeah.
best for me to go on campus.
I understand. I would say that you would probably get more out of it if you actually. So,
Right, because if not, you have the syllabus online. You have
Yeah.
to read what they want, the due dates of things, and then
Right.
pretty much, on your own.
right.
I mean, you can email the professor, but
Right. No, it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. But I know they're doing a lot of that. Yeah, it's great. So what are the kids doing when you're working?
Well, they're in school.
Right.
And the days that I have to work late, of course, my
Right.
mom or a relative will pick them up for me from school.
Well, I think it's really wonderful. And I commend you for everything that you've done and you're doing and will continue to do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, support systems
Support,
is everything.
it sure is. And what do you see your future like?
So, right now I am getting working on my licensure to be a licensed clinical social worker.
Right.
So I do want to continue to be a therapist
Right.
for as long as I possibly can.
Yes, yes.
And of course, I also want to start with the nonprofit. So
What made you pick being a therapist? What made you get into that
um,
line?
I always wanted to be in a position where I could help people.
Right.
I wasn't sure exactly how.
Yeah.
Once I finished high school, um, I just thought maybe I should do nursing. But then
Right.
once I started the courses, I was like, no, that's not
That's
for me.
not for you. Right.
I even switched my major to criminal justice. Still, no.
Yeah.
But I always knew like I should have did social work because I had a peer counseling class in high school
Right.
actually. So I always knew I wanted to do it, but I just thought, okay, maybe I should do something else.
Yeah.
But I landed right there where I was supposed to be.
That's exactly right. That's like my daughter. She wanted to be in hospitality, or she was going to for marketing and advertising. Took all that, and I knew she wanted to be a teacher because she loves to teach.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, that's what she ended up doing.
Yeah.
You know.
So every road I tried to take, I still landed right in social work,
Yeah.
where I should have been the whole time.
See, that's what I mean. You're being led,
Yeah.
and if you don't listen to the leader,
Hmm.
then you try a few things and you see if that's what if that's
Right.
what you like, and obviously that's what I was telling Kira when Kira came on the show. I didn't realize everything that she was all about, and she's an amazing woman.
Yes, she is.
She really is.
I'm really glad that I had a chance to meet her.
Yeah, she's truly a mentor for a lot of people, young and older. But yeah, she's good to have on your side.
Yeah, I told her she needs to be my mentor now.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, she's a fantastic mentor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we decided to do, a monthly kind of, reaching out and helping and
Hmm.
helping people to do and make their dreams come true,
Yeah.
and give them a little bit of a, yay,
Yes.
bravo, you did it, you did it. Yeah,
It's nice to be acknowledged.
of course, of course. And where are you from?
I'm actually from Hollywood, Florida.
Right.
Born and raised.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you obviously you haven't moved out. You
No.
stayed. Yeah, I love Florida.
Yes, I love Florida.
Yeah, yeah, it's wonderful.
I don't think I would move anywhere else.
No, no. And are you teaching? Are you practicing there?
Practicing.
What, in your area in Hollywood?
Well, everywhere. Actually, Fort Lauderdale area, as well as the area I live in.
Right.
So I'm kind of all over the place. As long as it's Broward County.
Now, who sends you? How do you get your?
My
How do you-
agency, we get referrals from either parents or schools.
Right.
And then we either go to the schools or we
Yeah.
go to the homes and we do therapy.
That's exciting.
Mhm.
No, that's very interesting. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Because I was wondering if I like that. So you never know where you're going to go. That's like Kira a little bit.
Yeah.
She doesn't know where she's going. That's pretty good.
Mhm. It's very interesting to
Yeah.
see the different people. You meet different people and people with different backgrounds
Right.
every day.
Yep.
So learning about what things they need help with and knowing that that you could be there, step in and help them,
Yeah.
is a great feeling.
And it makes a difference.
Mhm.
I remember when one of my daughters were having some troubles, and she went to different therapists, and it wasn't working. And then she connected with the right one. And if you connect with the right one, it makes a difference. It's the same with teaching.
Mhm.
You can go to a school, and it could be known as not such a great school. But guess what? It's not. I don't believe it's a school. I believe it's a student connecting with the teacher, the right teacher.
Right.
So, because that's been an experience that I've also encountered with my kids.
Mhm.
So, what's the expression? When the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Right.
Yeah, which is one of my favorite
And you
expressions.
definitely have to, when you want the help, you have to definitely do the work.
Yes,
So if you're not ready to do the work, then not much is going to change.
exactly. And sometimes you have to hit rock bottom
Mhm.
to make the change.
Right.
So hopefully sometimes you have to hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
And it's okay, because then you're ready, and you're ready to hold up your hand, and someone grabs it, and away you go.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Kara was supposed to give us a call. I wonder if she is.
I wonder.
She's not feeling that great tonight. Otherwise, she'd be.
She's not?
No, that's why she's not here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was supposed to check in, and I don't know if she's going to call, but that would be nice.
That would be great.
Come on, Kira. I want to hear
That
from
would be
you.
awesome
I said, if you're not
does.
feeling well, then we're not going to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I did talk to her when I got here, so
yeah.
I didn't know she wasn't feeling well.
Oh, here, I'm just looking at the video, and that is at the store. That's when you were getting glam. This is before the glam.
Miss Rory,
She's terrific. She really
I
is.
actually went online today and bought one of her products that she used on
Oh, yeah, her shadows and her makeup. Yeah, we can't
she
hear
was
it.
so in love with
Yeah.
the shoes.
Yeah, and look at that. That dress was stunning on you. Your makeup, the dress, the shoes. I think we're going to look at the shoes. That was fabulous.
Yes,
I'm doing a whole.
Yeah.
And the earrings were Oscar de
Yeah.
la Renta. And look at the shoes. The shoes are
shoes
fabulous. They are suede. They're purple and black suede, and the heel has all purple sequins that are embossed into the heel. And the dress was beautiful. Was that Roberto Cavalli? I think no, the dress. I think it was like a lilac, like a purpley color, and I think it was a Cavalli dress, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I don't know the names.
Yeah, right. You just knew you looked pretty
Yes.
good. Your makeup and who did your hair?
One of Kira's friends,
Right.
Kenyatta, I believe is her name.
Right. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I just let her do whatever she wants to
Yeah.
do.
See, that's good. I'm like that too. I love that.
For me, it's just hair. It'll grow back. If you cut it, I've cut my hair before, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
You cut your own hair?
No, I've had my hair
Oh,
cut
good. I was
before.
going to say,
No, not
I've
me.
cut my hair before. I was going to say, that's not
I've
going to
had
work.
my hair cut
Yeah.
many a times.
Yeah. I know one time, this was a crazy story. When I was young, I was 14, and someone I knew said, I'll go to my salon where I go. I don't know. They stripped my hair, made it white, and then they made my hair color strawberry blonde. When my mother came to pick me up, she drove right past me. She didn't know. I didn't even know. I looked in the mirror. I felt like I was wearing a wig. Yeah, that was 14
didn't
years old.
recognize
She didn't know who I was. Yeah, it was a very strange thing. So that was, and then I was known as the girl with the two-tone hair.
The two-tone hair.
Yeah, yeah. Oh gosh. So this has been an exciting event for all of us.
It really was.
Yeah, yeah. Did anyone say anything to you when you went home afterward? Did
Of
people?
course, they were excited to see me when I got home.
Right. See you all glammed up. What did you think of Mom when she was all prettied up?
She was very nice.
Yes, she was very
It was-
nice.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, then my mom started taking pictures.
Oh,
Then I shared some of the pictures from Facebook that Kara had.
Oh,
put up,
yes.
so
yes, I saw that. I saw that. Beautiful.
yes,
It was really.
it was
You must have.
really
Did you
nice.
feel like a queen?
I did.
It
It was
a
amazing.
Queen for a day. It was queen for a day. It was
Yeah.
pretty
Not
exciting.
every
Were
day
you
you
nervous?
get that treatment. Yes, I was.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it was very nice.
And then we had a nice limo driver.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did.
Someone I've known in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was fun. That was fun. And the restaurant
the
we went
lunch
to was La Sorrenta.
La Sorrenta.
La Sorrenta. It's on Federal Highway. It's owned by two sisters from Italy. And it is a fabulous, haven't been open too long, fabulous restaurant. I believe, and I might be wrong, but I do believe that her husband, one of the sisters' husband, is the chef, or the chef is from Italy and doesn't speak any English. Their food wasn't it?
It was really good.
It was
I brought
delicious.
some of the pizza home.
Right.
I think she ate a slice.
Yeah, yeah, and everything they have there. And usually when I had spaghetti and white clam sauce, and I'm a foodie, but I'm a very fussy foodie. And it was al dente, which was hard, just the way I like it, not soft and mushy. But that was great. That was great.
It really was.
Yeah,
It was nice.
yeah.
I enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, I know Kira had a lot to. What was the best advice that you had gotten from Kira? Kiara.
Just seeing how much faith that she has,
Mhm.
I was just I was just taken aback. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I've never really met anyone with that much strength.
I haven't either.
In those situations,
Mhm.
and just her, just her spirit was just everything.
Yeah.
And when I was asking her about the Jones girls,
Right.
and she was like, "Just do it, just
Yeah.
start. Don't worry about it. You'll
Yeah.
figure it out along the way."
Yeah.
And like that was just the best thing
Yeah.
she could have said to me.
Yeah. Just keep moving.
Mhm.
Keep moving. Don't stop. And your path is
Mhm.
going to take you where
Yeah.
it's supposed to take you.
Yeah. When she said, "Don't overthink it. Don't plan
Yeah.
too much. Just go."
And that's what holds us back a lot.
Yeah.
Is we overthink it.
Mhm.
And that's a good way that she put it.
Yeah.
Because when you overthink, all of a sudden you get the fear sets in.
Yeah. And
And
you talk
then-
yourself out.
Oh,
of it.
yes. Then you start talking and you talk yourself, like you said, right out of it because you start planting fear seeds.
Right. Exactly.
And the fear seeds are debilitating and paralyzing.
Right. And like you said, you feel the fear and you just do it.
Feel
anyway.
the fear. I remember there was a book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And that book made such a difference in my life. It was a thin book, but the words were so powerful. You should pick that up. But you felt the fear and you did it anyway. But it's still
Right.
something that keeps you, keeps you moving. Because fear is, like I said,
It can be paralyzing.
It is.
And, yeah.
Yeah. And then we never know where we're going to go.
Right. And I definitely don't want to feel fear and just become stagnant because, again, I have 2 young girls looking
Yes.
up to me.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I don't want them to fear anything.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me and congratulations.
Thank you.
And you have 2 beautiful daughters. I look forward to seeing you real soon. And, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening, and I'll see you next Thursday.
Bye.
Good evening. Thank you for watching Serendipity Style. I hope you saw something you liked tonight. Come and see me at Serendipity Boutique in Glades Plaza, 2200 Glades Road, Boca Raton, or call me at 561-338-0656. See you soon.
Editor. Keeping your skin looking beautiful with less exposure time ensures you're beautiful today, tomorrow, and beyond. Come to our Boca Tanning Club at 1390 Brickell Avenue, Suite 106 inside the Pacific Bank Building in Miami, Florida. Our phone number is 305-381-7826.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, this is Faith. Welcome to the Faith Washington Show. I invite you to join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. We will discuss life, business, leadership, family, and fun, and what happens when your view of the world expands. A wide variety of guests will provide insight on how they do business, family, and leadership in their lives. So now, here's today's show. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Faith Washington Show. I have a really incredible guest tonight. His name is Eric Butcher. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on. Eric also hosts his own show with Eric in the garage.
Close. That's close.
Eric
sitting in a garage with Eric.
In a garage with Eric, which I'm certain has to do with entrepreneurship and actually being in a space of where most entrepreneurs start. They start their businesses in garages.
In a garage. That's the whole idea,
Love
right?
it.
It's about technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of really cool people and spread the word about entrepreneurship in the community.
What does entrepreneurship mean to you?
That's a great question. It means, for me, creating something from nothing, building something that gives back to the community and supplying jobs to people and supporting their families and having a team of people. And
something that didn't exist before exists because you came along.
Right. Exactly.
And on your shirt, it's called Call Sprout.
Call
Which
Sprout.
is one of the two companies that he has begun. The other is quantitative.
Close. No.
Quantitative IT.
Quantified IT.
Quantified IT. Forgive me.
Yeah. It's one of those weird Q words.
But yeah, that's the two companies. And so tell us, I want to hear about Call Sprout.
Yeah, so Call Sprout is a cloud-based phone system.
Okay.
So think phone systems as a service.
Okay.
You don't need phone lines anymore. Everything operates over the internet. You can still have a phone at your desk, or you can use a soft phone on your computer, or you can use a soft phone on your cell phone.
Okay.
So it really allows for mobility. It's a low cost of entry, so you don't have to buy a really expensive phone system anymore.
Like the Cisco systems, you're
Right.
talking about things like that.
Yeah.
So what's the application for this? What kind of companies do you work with, look for,
Right.
niche down to what's important to you?
We have customers that have that operate a jewelry store and have one phone.
Okay.
But we also have customers that are in the food business that have a couple of phones, like a franchise.
Okay.
And then we have doctors' offices and attorneys, and we also have startups. So we have a startup here in Boca, Trilogy Education Services, that
Local. We love local.
Yeah, we love local. And they've grown. They've quadrupled in 5 months.
That's amazing.
It's
to
crazy.
me. We talked about that before the
Yeah.
show. And
It's really
it blows my
it's like
mind.
every entrepreneur's dream, right? To have a business
Yes.
that quadruples in half a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nuts. But the cool thing about Call Sprout is, and that's part of what we like to focus on. Like, they're an ideal client. They're a rapidly growing company, and that's where we can excel. And they opened up an office in Tempe, Arizona, and we had their entire system up in a day.
in a day.
And they were talking, and they
and
were
that's
calling.
in Tempe, Arizona.
That's in Tempe, Arizona, and they were making phone calls the very next day. Came in on a Saturday, Saturday and Sunday, but I did most of the work on a Sunday, and Monday morning they were making calls.
Okay. You know what we call that?
Awesome.
I want to let, besides the word awesome, okay, you can use that first. We call that awesome and incredible customer service,
Yeah,
which you and I know.
I actually personally flew out there. I
Wow.
did the setup. I wanted to make sure it was perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But that customer service, that's the foundation and core of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, no entrepreneur is going to have a successful business. It doesn't matter what you
Right.
do,
It doesn't
whether it's
matter.
on the front end, the back end, it doesn't matter.
I mean, look at Zappos. Perfect example. They were, had this concept to go into the shoe business, and it's such an overly saturated, shoe sales is an overly saturated market.
Mm-hmm.
But they, went in with the idea of capturing just 1% of the market. And how are they going to do it? And how are they going to set themselves apart from every other every other company out there? Customer service. And
it will be job one.
it will be job one.
Will be the best there is, and
Right.
that's what you are with Call Sprout.
That's exactly what we're
the
doing.
best there is.
Hands down.
If you want a phone system, here's the man to call. Local, far away, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We actually have phones in India, Guatemala, and the Philippines.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
So you have already done global work with these systems.
It's a U.S.-based company that has call centers in those 3 countries. Yeah,
Okay, that's incredible.
it's incredible. I was a little nervous about it because it's
So why? Well,
It's
what made you nervous? What did you
it
feel?
was so far away. All of our voice originates out of a data center in Atlanta.
Okay.
And since we utilize the internet, the longer the distance between point A and point B is, the slower the traffic, right?
And
So, we were worried about call quality, but it's perfect.
really,
Yeah.
that's incredible. I am blown away because I wouldn't think that either. I would think that if that's where your center is,
Right.
here,
And we've actually tested it in Italy and the United Kingdom as well. So whenever, if any of my staff or myself goes on vacation, we always bring a phone with us just to test it to see.
that's a good idea.
See how the surface is over there.
I love it.
I'll pack
They're
a phone.
always
In
thinking.
yeah, put a phone in my suitcase, and carry it with me.
Incredible.
In fact, when I started, when I was just launching the idea, I actually had a suitcase full of phones, and I would go from door to door demoing our phones to potential customers. I had everything.
How did that work out? Did you gain a lot of clients by doing that?
Yeah, I did. I gained some clients that way, but really it was more about me perfecting the pitch
Okay.
for the sales and,
That makes sense.
to
Learn. It's
to-
like kind
yeah,
of like
learn,
the
right?
teaching, learning ground.
But I didn't know anything about phones before I started the business. And I know about technology, and
Right.
I know the back end of it. I have the concepts understand, but actually phones and the other business, Quantified IT, we would never touch anyone's phones. Yeah, we would find someone else that knew phones and
But you
say.
stayed in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, stayed in my
Quantified
wheelhouse.
IT, you stayed
But it
in
was
your wheelhouse.
when I got sick and tired of my phone, my voice over IP, my cloud-based phone provider, which is a huge multinational publicly traded company.
Right.
I was like, I think I can do this better.
So tell me what tweaked you when you got sick and tired. Tell me 2 things that made you so upset that you finally said, you know something, I just can't take this anymore.
I think it was really just one thing.
Okay.
It was just the fact that, I could not, and I'm from a technology background, I could not even figure out how to get the stupid system to go to my cell phone after hours.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So that's number one. So that's the first thing that really upset me is I can't figure this out.
Right.
And, which was really annoying. The second thing, which was equally as annoying, was I had to call India to get them to teach me how to do it. And what did they do when I called India? Well, they said, here's a video. Why don't you watch this video on how to change the feature set to do that?
So no one helped you.
No one helped me. They said, here's a video. Figure it out.
I'm not good with that. I don't know about you.
That pissed me off. So,
Yeah.
CallSprout is built on the foundation of customer support.
Right.
And every phone that we send out to a customer has a pre-programmed button for support.
I was
And
going
it's
to ask you.
labeled
I was going to ask
CallSprout
you
support. Boom. You hit it.
to
you-
explain it.
can-
Okay, so and there's 3 ways that people can contact you through that
so
button.
they can hit
What are those 3 ways?
They can hit the emergency button on the phone. it's like the Staples button. That was easy, right? And so they can do that, or they can chat with us online, or they can send us an email, which automatically generates a ticket, and from there it gets worked immediately, real time.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you get back to your customers in no time flat.
no time flat.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, how can our viewers, our audience, get in touch with you
I
to
mean,
get new phone systems for their business?
for their business.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we don't do residential. Just want to make that clear.
Exactly. It's all business, folks.
And actually, Vonage, I'll tell you how to get in touch with me in a second. But actually, Vonage
Okay.
started out in the residential
Oh, okay.
space.
Yes, I remember.
And now they're trying to make an entry into the business space.
Mm-hmm.
And we're actually seeing an influx of Vonage customers becoming our customers, because Vonage, they know how to do residential
Right.
and they don't know how to do business.
And you do.
And we do.
Mm-hmm.
So callsprout.com, CALLSPROUT,
How
.com.
easy? How easy is that?
or 561
Okay.
500 VoIP, VoIP,
561
500
500
8647,
8647.
or
Love
VoIP.
it. VoIP. Love
VoIP.
it. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I think that the concept that you've come up with, like I said, bringing everything down to customer service
Mm-hmm.
and creating that. We also talked about your culture and your company.
Yeah. Well, so
Taking care of your peeps.
taking care of the peeps, which includes my employees and my customers, because
Yes,
everyone that is, in the CallSprout family, whether, it's all about taking care of them. And, our foundation is built on amazing service. So, our culture is, we're very busy people, and we wear a lot of hats.
Right.
We all wear a lot of hats. And when we're interviewing people, I'm not interviewing someone for a specific job. I'm interviewing for this subset of jobs.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
that startup, fire in your belly, and
It's a mentality.
yeah,
It's that entrepreneurial mentality that you either have it or you don't. I
Right.
mean, I don't know that people can develop it. I mean,
No,
I could be wrong.
I don't
but
know. I mean, I think it's
I think it's inherent
it's
within you. It's like you want to do your own
Yeah.
thing. You don't like the way people do things in a corporate setting because you know that they're not right.
Right. Well, the problem, and I've tried hiring people that come from the corporate world, and
Yes. How successful is that?
it was awful. They cost twice as much, and they're set in their ways, and they live in a little bitty box.
The box.
And
yeah, the box that I escaped from.
right. It's like, this is my job description, and this isn't part of. And then they have a meltdown.
Right. And it is a meltdown because
right.
literally
They can't comprehend it. Like,
their mind
why would you ask me to do that?
Their mind can't comprehend, hey, you know what? There's two other things that you could be doing while you're doing
Right.
this.
Right. So it's, we all work under one roof and in a very big open space.
Nice.
And we have bean bags and
Love it. Innovative and creative.
exactly. And, some of my employees have these miniature drones that are the size of
That's awesome.
almost the size of a wallet. And
Well, you're dropping things across the room.
they'll fly them around the office and accidentally land in someone's hair. And
I'm coming to your office just so I can see the drones. I love drones.
it's a fun place. One of my employees has 3 or 4 drones, and they're
Yeah.
they're like this big, sitting at his desk. And
How fun.
he'll get a free minute and he'll buzz it around, and they'll have drone wars. And
Drone wars. How fun
fun.
is that? That's incredible.
yeah, but
yeah.
we're really busy, right? And
Right.
we work very, very hard, and I believe you got to take care of your people, right? So, we do a lot of team building activities like escape the rooms, and which is
Escape
fun.
there's describe that. I've never heard of that.
Well, it's this new and upcoming thing, and you basically you go to this place, and they lock you in a room with your team or whoever, your family or your team or whatever it is, and basically there's a mystery, and you have to solve this mystery.
Okay.
So one of them that we did was a bank robbery. We had to solve the bank robbery, but really what you're doing is escaping the room. And it's a bunch of math problems, and so all the clues are locked, right? So you have these clues, and to get to the next clue, you have to unlock a combination lock. And so you have to, but everything in the room has a purpose. So one of them we did was a murder mystery. And so it was this little girl's room, and with a bed and a closet and pictures on the wall, but every single thing in the room has a purpose to help you solve the clues to get to the next clue.
So everybody has to collectively use their minds and share
Exactly.
so that you can come up with a solution.
Yeah.
And everybody
it's
sees things
timed.
with a different
Yeah,
perspective.
right. You only have an hour to do it, and there's 30 locks that you have to unlock based on the clues.
So I'm wondering, just a little side thing. I wonder, do you see and kind of figure out what people's strengths are during that time? Some of their strengths and
Well, you would
ops?
think so, but you're also, you're on that time crunch,
Right,
right? So
right.
you're so caught up in the moment of it,
You're not thinking about
Yeah.
the other stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
But maybe a higher scope you would probably see.
Yeah, I guess if I,
you focused.
if I had focused on it,
Yeah.
but I was so engaged and trying to find, everyone's
The combination,
it's a frantic
yeah.
fury to get these
We gotta get these out
this
of here.
combination for this lock. But it's fun. It's fun.
I know that we talked about customer service being the core and the foundation, and taking care of your people, and then some of the challenges that you've had
Yeah.
along the way, because I never want the audience to believe that being an entrepreneur is all this really fun, glamorous, you get to go here and do this, without the incredibly hard work, long hours. It's brutal. There are times when you just wonder, what am I doing?
It's like a marriage. I mean, you're totally dedicated.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes if you are married if you have a husband or a wife, the company comes first.
Yep.
And even before the family sometimes, if you have a son or a daughter. So it's a sacrifice. But the rewards of it, are just undescribable. And it's not easy. It's always an uphill climb. But challenges are overcoming. For me, overcoming any challenge in my life is like it's a high almost, right?
Sure,
you get
it
a
is.
great feeling out of it. You conquered something, and you come out on top of it. And in fact, it's I found when I'm faced with the greatest challenges with no possible solution in sight, is when you come out the most ahead. So when you're left with nothing but desperation and, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? It's that guttural instinct and sheer will and drive and passion and desire that gets you through a ceiling that you couldn't find a way through, or through a path, or through an obstacle that seemed impossible. And then, coming out on the other side of it, looking back, you're like, oh my gosh, I just learned so much.
And I can't believe I did it.
And I can't believe I did it.
Can't believe I did it.
Yeah.
A feeling that you can't, like you said,
There's no drug, there's no nothing,
no,
there's no...
It's indescribable.
It's indescribable.
It's how we're made.
Yeah.
It's how we were created. We were created to overcome obstacles, to crush fear, to laugh at it because it really is an illusion.
Right.
It's nothing more than just, it's almost like a hand going,
Yeah.
you're just going to push the hand down. That's all you have to do.
And a lot of successful entrepreneur stories. I'm an avid Audible user, and I hear that a lot of the same themes are, I was faced with this crazy adversity in my business, and it was 90 days from implosion, and we came out of it because you have to get really creative and you have to dig deep. And, every time that I've been in that position, I come out so much further ahead than I ever was before. I'll never forget my wife when we had our, when we had our child, that she's like, I don't want to go back to work. I was like, holy cow.
There's a reality here.
Sell everything. So, but we didn't. And I was like, I have to do this. I have to.
Right. You have to come up with
And she's
it.
still working, so she loves what she does. But
Right.
I just went with the idea that I have to replace her salary,
There
and
you
I
go.
have to do it quickly, and I did. And it took me 90 days,
And you did it.
and I did it.
Yes.
I set a goal. I was like, okay, she makes this. I have to replace that revenue, in 90 days, and I did it. I don't even know how.
Okay. So we know that going with your gut instinct, we talked about this before the show, your instinct, your gut, whatever it is that you want to call it, that inner guidance that leads you down a path and prevents you from taking and making poor decisions. But by that same token, there is a part of us that has to have something to focus on. How important do you believe your mission and your vision are for your business, for your life?
Well, I think they're pretty entwined, right? My personal life and my business life are
Yes,
very
they need to be congruent.
Right, they're very
because if they're
congruent.
incongruent, then it'll never work.
right. So thankfully, I have a very understanding wife that's
Awesome.
same type A personality as me, so she gets it when I don't get home until 9 o'clock at night. But it's about for me, both aspects of my personal life and my business life, it's about creating a family. And I view Call Sprout and Quantified IT and Yolanda, my wife, and Xander, my son, they're all part of Eric Butcher's family.
Right.
And it's just building that, expanding my family, and having all of my employees are invited to all of my personal, like my son's birthday party. They're all going to come to
Wow.
that, and so it's all very intertwined because I believe my personal family values seep into my business family values, and my business, and vice versa. And
that's integrity.
it's integrity.
That's about integrity. That's about keeping your word.
Mm-hmm.
All things that I coach people on.
Right.
And that's where you stay in that congruent space so that there's no separation.
Right.
I believe, just my belief, because of the things that I've seen and watched and read and watched people's businesses succeed, is that in that space of integrity and keeping your word, you can't miss.
You can't miss.
You can't miss.
Yeah.
You have to be patient because it's a game. It's life. There are obstacles, challenges.
Lots of challenges.
Lots of fun things that come up, but nothing more than to test you to see how bad do you want this?
Right. What are you
You re-
willing to
Yeah.
What are you willing to do?
What are you willing to do?
Yeah.
And the benefits far outweigh anything that you're
Right.
going to go through.
No.
Period. That's just the way it
I
is.
just personally, I mean, I just couldn't imagine being a 9-to-5er, and I did
Never
it when
again.
in my early 20s, and there's no satisfaction for me out of it. I got no satisfaction. I try to innovate in my position, and I always get batted down, and like that. I can't be me.
And that's a key too. The
Right.
key factor in being an entrepreneur is staying in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Do what you do what you love, be the very best at it that you can be.
Absolutely.
Study yourself to be approved. Do your very best.
Right.
And when you bring your best to the table, everyone around you rises up to that.
Right. It's important to, we talk about the long hours and the dedication, and but it's also important to be intuitive enough into yourself to take care of yourself and to
Agreed.
course correct. I have to always be mindful of myself and course correct myself. If I say, holy cow, I've really been, burning it, so I need to back it up a little bit. Go do acupuncture, go do some meditation,
Right.
go get a massage,
Self-care.
take half a day
Self-care,
off.
self-care is a really huge deal for you. Those entrepreneurs out there, you have to understand, if you are not taking care of yourself, you are not taking care of your team, your family, you're
Right.
not doing anyone any
Right,
good.
because my team is an extension of me.
That's right.
And if I'm run down, they're run down. If I'm up and ready to roll, they're up and ready to roll.
And if you're taking care of yourself, LBE, lead by example. They're
Right.
doing what you're doing
Exactly.
because they believe in you.
Right.
Because you do have a mission and a vision. And when you have those guiding posts, something you can focus on outside of yourself that you choose, then that's
Right.
how things get done.
Exactly.
Just like you said, when we first began the conversation, it's about goals. You have goals.
Yeah.
Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly,
Quarterly,
quarterly. That's right.
2 years, 3 years, 4
Right.
years, 5 years.
For your companies, but personally,
Personal goals.
for your teams.
Yeah.
All those things are so incredibly important. And I think even the daily goals, planning your day the night before.
Right.
Get yourself in gear before you ever get to the day so that you're not running wild and running rampant. You've got a planned, scheduled day.
Yeah.
And
My days are typically planned like weeks in advance, but I do
Right.
every morning.
Scheduling.
Yeah. Which I definitely need help with. But
oh, by the way, Eric needs a really excellent personal assistant.
yes.
Someone who's very organized, intelligent, able to keep him going with the schedule that he needs to have. So anyone, please give him a call.
Yeah.
561-500-VOIP, VOIP.
That's right.
And that way he can get what he needs and someone will just have the most awesome job.
It should be a pretty cool experience.
Yes.
I think, to have someone shadowing me and
Right. And growth for them. Huge
I think
growth
so.
for them.
yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine on the way over here, and I didn't even think of it like that. I was like, I just need help. But I think it will be a good experience for someone to come in and see the entrepreneur,
The
firsthand.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
The lifestyle from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Day, night, everything in between. It's really not a glamorous thing, but it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
But
a
it's
lot of
also
fun.
what you make it. Eric, let's just be real honest.
That's true.
You bring, thank you. You bring to the table something that not everybody else can do. And one of the things that I really love is that you give back to the community.
Right.
You're always giving. And we talked about this before the show. I guess I'm a little naive. I thought that everyone who had big companies and made lots of money gave back to the community. Well, he informed me, no, that's not the case.
It's not the case.
How foolish of me Because I thought they did. I thought if you have all this money that you give back to the people that are less fortunate. If you're not, you should be.
You definitely should
Beautiful
be.
thing.
Right, because the community
That's right.
has allowed you to grow a
Thank you.
successful company.
Exactly.
And you should give back to that community because it's good karma.
That's right.
And it's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do. Your soul knows that it's the right thing to do.
Right.
Do it today.
Yeah. So Habitat for Humanity, for example.
There you go.
That's my mode. That's my nonprofit. That's my giving back. Because it's actually giving back to people in the community that I live in.
It's an awesome thing.
Yeah.
Folks, thank you so much for joining us tonight. You can reach Eric at 561-500-VOIP for phone, or you can go to callsprout.com, CALLSPROUT.com.
Facebook.com/callsprout. Sitting in a garage with Eric tomorrow morning at 10.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tune in for that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It'll be fun.
Very cool. And you're going to start podcasts soon, too.
Yeah, podcast and YouTube channel.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. We've been live here at 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, iHeartRadio app, and the Faith Washington Show page on Facebook. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Thank you, Eric.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Take care. You've been listening and watching The Faith Washington Show, where we have widened your view of the world. Our guests share their business, family, and fun life hacks to make your world better. Hope you've learned something to apply to your life and business. And join me every Wednesday night at 7 p.m.
The opinions expressed